Are you willing to lose it all for what you believe?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have it, then we have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about my career anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I care about my children's.
Me too.
The country that they're going to live in.
What we care about is my career. I mean, I want to lose everything. Rob Schneider there, actor is willing to lose everything. All those, you know what? I'm not going to be that guy. Francesca, I'm not going to be that guy. I was on the verge.
Be it.
He's willing to lose. What was it? Was it Deuce Bigelow?
Deuce
was
Bigelow.
it Waterboy?
I can't even, you're not even allowed to say gigolo anymore. It's sex worker.
Hot chick, that's right. Emily tells us, I remember hot chick, that one actually was really funny.
You're not allowed to call chicks anymore.
You know what, I'm a bit torn because Rob Schneider, actor here, as we heard, he's talking to Glenn Beck. He's willing to lose everything because he's willing to come out and point out, he's a conservative, he's a Republican, he's a Trump guy. And as a matter of fact, he has a very long monologue, I guess you could call it, to explain why. See if you can follow a little bit of this.
And my hope is this. My hope is a beautiful story from a chaplain in England. When the American flyers came over in the early days of World War II, their friends were getting blown out of the sky. He said, our friends are dying, why should we do this? And the chaplain was really, woke up and said, well, humanity has come out of the dark ages. We've come out of where people get burned at the stake. And there's a darkness that we have come out of into a more of an enlightened period, a more freer period. And he said, this is a step back into those darkness. These are the darkest parts of humanity. And we need to stand up for that now.
We are emerging from the darkest parts of humanity. In comparison to the story about World War II pilots that were talking to the chaplain about why should I go fight further? Because I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, because there's no hope in the world unless you vote for Donald effing Trump, or maybe support him through all of his potential crimes that he's doing. Either way it goes, it's a very dramatic scene there. But
makes
also,
no sense.
That's what I'm still trying to figure out. I was hoping you somehow had an answer for what he's talking about here, because it's a new future for his children.
This is why you're not gonna be the leading dude, man, because you can't even tell an anecdote about World War II correctly and make it make sense on anything, man. Like you probably had that ready in the wings. You're like, no, don't worry, I've got this. I'm gonna inspire a lot of people. We don't even understand the parallel. And if you're trying to say that like you're somehow on the good side of like a battle against the Nazis, you're not. Trump would butt in there like the Kool-Aid guy and be like, there were fine people on both sides. Anyway, bye. Like, that's Trump during World War II. Fine people, right?
Yeah, or even more specifically, Adolf Hitler very strongly said, let's keep it real. Because he's backed up folks because they strongly said something. But you know what, Francesca, you're being unfair. Rob Schneider had more to say. Maybe he can convince you here. Let's watch the rest of this.
And that requires this. So they all flew.
We are there again.
Yeah, and it requires a new set of flyers.
A new set of flyers, maybe the Philadelphia Flyers. They haven't won in a while.
You understand some people have felt that putting clothes in bags is insensitive, perhaps, to homeless and other people.
Look, man, I'm an innovator, and I'm not here to sit up and apologize about my ideas. That's exactly what the media tries to do. Make us apologize for any idea that doesn't fall under exactly the way they want us to think. This is like not a joke. This is not a game. This is not just some celebrity collaboration. This is my life. I'm fighting for a position to be able to change clothing and bring the best design to the people.
Kanye West is not only a hip hop artist, a producer, he's also a clothing designer. And now he has this partnership with Gap, Yeezy Gap. He has this whole line of clothing. It's kind of like Gap, but it's kind of like Yeezy. It's kind of cool, right? Well, people aren't thinking it's so cool because of the presentation. You hear that question about garbage bags? What are they talking about, garbage bags? Let's watch.
He also points out that these are not garbage bags, as has been reported, but large construction bags. The reason he put the clothes in there, they're folded, is to make people be able to just informally reach in and help themselves with what they want to buy. He says his goal is to make life easier and informal so that we can all basically dress in the dark.
Easy and informal. Let's take a look at a picture of what it looks like inside a Gap store with Yeezy's clothes in those bags. They're not garbage bags. They're more like constructible bags. I'm not sure what they're calling them. This tweet says, this is how they're selling Yeezy Gap. The sales associate, this is the best part of this picture. The sales associate said Ye got mad when he saw that they had it on hangers, and this is how he wanted it. It won't help you find your size too. You just have to dig through everything. And maybe the extra large is at the very bottom. And you just gotta pull everything out before you get there. Anyways, Kanye's got more reasons for his innovative shopping bag experience. He's trying to change the game, Rick. Stop laughing, because he'll tell you this. Watch.
I don't like hangers. Back when I used to work at the Gap, I used to sit and have to fold and make everything super neat. And I just felt like that gets fairly pretentious and classist. And the whole point of why I came to the Gap was to make egalitarian clothing.
Last thing, Rick, I promise I'm gonna let you go. But he said egalitarian clothing. He doesn't like hangers, he doesn't like folding. He's got trauma from his days back at Gap when he was 16 and he worked there. He's like, fold clothes, what the hell's wrong with you? So here's the Yeezy Gap collection. I found this online. I scrolled through some of the prices. See that nice baggy hoodie on the top left? $240. I want you guys to keep the term egalitarian in your minds. There's a tank there for $60. There's another hoodie there, I think it's $240. $80 a regular long sleeve shirt, a short sleeve shirt, $140. There's a keychain for $40. See that thing on the bottom left there? It's a one-man big suit thing. That's a women's long sleeve bodysuit. I think that's $300. It's amazing. You guys.
Where are you selling this product, sir?
At Gap, bro. Out of garbage cans. Now, by the way, to my last thought, because I told you guys I was gonna defend him a little bit.
Yep.
Why not? Why can't somebody try something different? I don't think it's necessarily gonna work. I don't wanna dig through but stop calling them garbage cans, because this is this guy's innovative thought process and ideas. It's a bag, you dig through it, it's not all hung up and folded. Why is folding so good? Maybe some people will glom onto this and it'll be a good thing. It's not for me, but why not let ideas be unleashed? My problem is that it's not very egalitarian.
Nothing screams equality like charging, probably with tax, $260 for a hoodie.